I'm just saying that people on social media are not who they are in real life. I want someone to meet me in real life. A man, if he really loves me, he'll meet me in real life. We'll talk in person, but I don't understand why Instagram has to justify who they are as a person in real life, bro.
There's way other things that go into it.
Personality as well.
Are you going to try to say?
Yeah. I say I respect where you're coming from, but I also respect that there's someone for everyone. Like, I don't want just anyone, you know, like just like you don't want just any woman.
Sure.
There's gonna be someone that's gonna be like, damn, I like your qualities. I see your image. I see like who you are, and it matches my approach and it matches my style.
All right, let me ask you a question.
You know?
So you're selective. Okay. You have high standards in men?
I do.
Okay. So if you have high standards in men, that means a minority of men qualify for you, right?
Not all of them, because it has to do with mindset. It has to do with
That's the same question.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you're picky, which means only a small amount of men qualify for you because you're picky, right? Okay. So since most men don't qualify and you're picky, what do you think those men want back in exchange?
I knew you.
Men should want.
Should want.
Who they
no, what do
want.
they want? I don't care what they should want.
Who
What
they
do they
want
want?
that match their same approach.
You attract who you are. You attract who you are. If you don't not attract,
And let me ask you something else, real quick.
No, I'm not trying to disrespect.
No.
you.
I'm just like, because the thing is, you're admitting that you're picky and you're selective.
I wouldn't say picky. I would say after you go through different things, right? Like we all do. After you go through different like relationships, partnerships, whatever, you start realizing, man, this is the one quality I need. This is another one that I need.
Okay, so you're picky. You're
That
picky.
doesn't mean
You're selective, picky, same thing. So that means a minority of men qualify for you. Most guys don't qualify, right? Okay, so who's rare, you or the man?
We're both rare.
you attract who you are, bro. If you're not attractive, you're gonna attract
energy,
not
you
attractive
know?
men. If you're
It's about,
attractive and you're all put together,
That
that's
doesn't
it,
mean
bro.
you're picky.
Okay.
Ladies,
Is that what you're trying to get at?
you guys, okay, let me give you guys a fucking bombshell. Do you realize that if you're picky and you want a certain type of guy, that guy is rarer than you, right?
Yes.
I agree.
Let's do some math
I'm not
here.
saying I don't agree
Most
with
women
that.
want a guy that's 6 foot tall, 100,000 plus per year, good shape, charming, charismatic. What men qualify for all these fucking traits?
Be honest.
Less than 1%.
Hardworking.
Hold on, no.
No.
Less than 1 fucking percent.
Yep.
Okay? I'll be honest. A lot of you girls are fucking common. Okay? Whether you guys say the same dumb shit that you guys say, the way you look, etc. In other words, the man you're chasing is way more rare than you are. So, since the guy that you're looking for is rarer than you are, who has to acquiesce to who? Who has to acquiesce to who?
Be honest.
We both do because
Incredible.
No.
But there's a lot of ugly men out there that
Incredible.
really. But don't you think that men have high
The math
standards for
ain't
women as
fucking
well?
mathin'. Like, ladies,
Do men not have high
use
standards
your
for women?
brains. Use your brains for 2 seconds. This is a reality check for you guys. A lot of you guys think you're more special than you really are. A lot of you guys are chasing a guy that's in the top 1%, but none of you are in the top 1% of what men care about. Not about your career or your education, which might put you in 1%. We don't give a fuck about your education and your career. And I would argue, the more money the man makes, the less he cares about your career and your background.
Yeah.
They care more about, is she going to follow me? She's not going to be
Loyal.
Is she going to be loyal? Is she going to do what I say? Is she going to be obedient? Is she going to be attractive? Is she going to be submissive to me? That's what men look for. Now, the fact that you guys looking at me like I got 3 heads is the fucking problem. Because you guys should know that this is what men want. But you guys don't know what men want. You don't care what men
You say it a lot
want.
of
You
times.
guys
We
only
know
care
what
about
you-
what you
we know what
fucking
you
want.
want. We know what you
The
want.
fact that you
I know what
this
you want.
exercise is so uncomfortable for you guys proves our fucking point. It
This
should
is
be a
not uncomfortable.
no-brainer.
It's not uncomfortable.
Shut up
This
when I'm
is not-
talking. It should be a fucking no-brainer when I say, yeah,
me
that's
ask
a
you
no for
something.
me, dog.
Are you-
It should be a no-brainer. But you guys are like, no. That proves my point that you guys don't know what men want, and you guys don't give a fuck what men want. We should want what you guys want, which
That's
is
not true.
I should be able to behave however I want and get a guy. Doesn't work that way.
And imagine,
men have
doesn't
high
work that
standards
way.
we're
for
telling
women
you
as
from a
well.
standpoint of not wanting to fuck you. Guys will say, oh yeah, go do your career, girl, because they want to smash you.
Let me ask you a question. Are you single?
Yes. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but yes, go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
respectfully. And why do you feel like you're still single?
Here we go again.
Okay, I'll answer your question, but I need to ask you a question just so that we make sure we understand this.
Go.
Do you have sex with people?
When I care for the person, yeah.
Yeah, but that's a stupid question. Would it be fair to say me asking you that is a stupid question?
It's not because why would I call you stupid?
No, it's a stupid question, and I'll tell you why it's a stupid question. What I asked you, I said, are you having sex with people? That's a stupid question because you can have sex with whoever you want. You're a woman. You decide who has sex. Fair? Otherwise, it's a crime.
But it's not stupid the way that I answer your question because I answered your question.
No, I said my question is stupid. Asking you if you have sex with people. Because you choose who has sex. So what I'm saying is that you asking me if I'm in a relationship is stupid. I'll explain why. Because men choose who gets into a relationship. So in other words, women need to be beholden to my standards to get into a relationship, just like men have to be beholden to your standards to get sex. We give relationships, you guys give sex. So when women ask me this nonsensical question of, are you in a relationship? That's really kind of foolish. It's not my job to get in a relationship. It's her job to get in a relationship, not mine.
Where did you
I
get
feel
that
like we have
from?
to people pick each other. You get me?
What do you mean, where'd I get that from?
I'm just
both
wondering.
have to agree to get into a relationship.
Okay,
It's not one
yeah,
sided.
and where there's two-sided. It works
last
both
time I
ways.
checked, right? Little girls want to grow up. You guys play house, right? When you guys were little girls, you guys play
Barbies,
easy bake oven, house, right? Well, you dream to walk down the aisle and a man waiting there for you and your dad's bringing you. Every girl wants to get married. That's your dream. That's not our dream. Our dream, little boys are taught, become successful, make money, get strong, right? And then eventually you can have a family. Women, on the other hand, you guys want to take a man's last name. It's your job to get married, not our job.
I feel like I get where you're coming from, but I feel like you're coming from that because someone has done you dirty or like
Here we
hurt
go.
you.
Somebody talk to
hurt
you.
you. Hurt you. But if you meet a woman, hold on, let me talk it really
I'm
quick.
listening.
If you meet a woman that tells you, damn, like I believe in you, I see your all of that, they motivate you and they lift you up, you'll be like, damn, she's worth it.
If
You
I'm
feel me?
relying on a woman to motivate me, I lost.
That's because that's because someone hurt you or didn't believe in you.
No, because women are inherently lazy. And
Not all. Not all.
inherently, I mean a majority of them are.
Not
Most
all.
women are not designed to work hard, earn a lot
you
of money,
think women
get a
can work
career.
hard,
Most
though?
men
They
are
aren't.
kicking
Women
their
can
feet
work
in the
hard,
morning,
though,
watching their girl
No,
go
Do
to work
women have a
every day.
brain?
Driving
Like, do
their
women
car to
have
work.
thoughts and emotions and creativity?
I work
because I think women can work.
take care of a house. I do everything, and I still have to take care of it.
I agree with traditional shit, but women can work.
Yeah, they can, but they don't. They prefer not to.
Yeah.
Not all
Yeah, I
of
mean,
When
if you could
given the
support,
choice, a
then-
majority of women, a staggering majority, would prefer to be at home with the family and with the kids and then work.
I would rather.
Also,
What's the problem with
women
that?
work for
There's
survival,
nothing
not
wrong
because
with
they
that, and
want
that's
to.
exactly what he wants.
That's
Survival.
so it goes back to what I said when you asked me, like, why am I so single? And I agree. That goes back to it because in my past, men didn't have the teamwork and like mindset. Like my past partners were like sleeping all day. I'm like, what are you doing sleeping?
But the thing
all
is, you
day?
chose
There's
them.
lazy men
Hold
out
on,
there,
hold on.
too.
Hold on, you chose those men to be with, right? You said, you know what? I'm gonna acquiesce to his lifestyle. I choose him. So that was your fault.
Yeah, you were hoping you were going to
not-
motivate him. I told you.
Yeah,
if,
he's not
if a
black
man,
and white like that
if a
always.
man like needs a girl to motivate him, he lost.
Cooked.
That's
He lost.
That's not
it needs
true.
To be it needs to be inherent
In him,
motivation.
right?
You can't force your
Intrinsic.
Do you
ambition.
think women can make
You
more
can't
money
force
than
ambition.
men
in you.
and still
What's
be able
that
to
have to
love
do with
them?
anything?
Yes, because you think that men have to make more money in order to support
Yes, they
a
do.
woman.
It doesn't work when women make more money than men. It almost
is that
never
possible,
works.
though?
Then when women do make more than men, they
That's
be
how me
jealous.
and my ex
It's not that they
You
be
don't
jealous.
think that women
It's
should pay for
They're
dinner
stay
sometimes?
eager.
That women can support your
They
man?
feel
Girls, one
emasculated
question at a
when
One at a
women make more
time,
money.
please.
So hold
Thank
on.
you.
You're saying that they're jealous, right?
I said a lot of times when a woman makes more than a man, the man has issues with it, problems with
They
it.
feel
Let's look Cardi B
emasculated.
and
They have
Offset.
mommy issues or something.
Well, it's funny. They're gonna be at Venom tonight. But the point is that like Cardi B and Offset is a
She
celebrity occasion.
She
where
literally well any
well, she makes more than him.
if a man see his woman doing better than him,
If a man see a woman doing better than him, it bothers it. Not all men, but a lot of times, it hurts their ego. They don't like that.
Yeah,
they
get
become
you.
their
That's
woman's
true.
biggest
Like,
haters.
I
That's
get
true.
you, but that's when we should, as women, and that's what I do. Like in my next relationship, I'm gonna be like, you know what, I have this, you have that. Let's invest in more businesses together. Let's help people. Like, you know,
At the end of the day, it's all about the mindset.
it is.
If they're
all about the
driven, if they're
mindset.
ambitious,
I think it depends on the couple.
that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if they
I
make money.
think it
As
depends
long as they have the
on the
ideal.
couple. Some women, some people.
Bullshit.
I personally,
Alright.
I personally do well for myself, but I do want my man to make more than me because then I would feel more manly, more dominant. And I am a very feminine woman, although I work and I'm educated, all that. I still want to feel like a woman
I
in a
agree.
relationship.
So
and that doesn't mean that I don't want to work and have to be financially
Right.
reliant on him, but I do feel that men have an ego, will feel emasculated if their woman is making more than them.
So men have a burden of performance to
Yes.
actually take care of,
Right.
and they're not ego hurt or they're not like insecure. It's because for them is that all right, I can't be the man I need to be for the family. So that's where there's confusion there. So it's not being insecure or being ego hurt. That's the burden of
To a
performance.
certain extent, I understand, but it's a way of. It's a
I
way
mean,
of.
my mom
I
makes
get what
more
you're
money
saying,
than my dad.
but it's not
Yeah.
ego being hurt.
It depends on
My
the
mom
couple.
makes way more money than my dad.
I know people who
That's
Women
one
can't
reason why I
win.
have this opinion.
Either they want money and that's all they want, or they have too much money, they make more than them. Women can't win.
Listen, my mom's a hard worker. That's why I have this idea. But that's it.
I
I
think it
agree.
really
I agree.
depends on the man.
I take what you guys have to
How
say,
was
though.
the man raised? What is the man's religion? What did he grow up seeing in his family household?
True.
It really just depends. I know some people who do support their husbands, and it's maybe not.
I know, stay at home.
My parents are still in love. So what does that say?
It really just
I don't
depends
know.
on the individuals.
Okay, number one, the exception doesn't make the rule. In most situations, if I took 100 women, 90 of them are going to want a guy that makes more money than them.
And of
About
course.
50% more, actually.
Agreed.
Who
So,
doesn't
and
care?
here's the problem with women. The more money they make, the more status they acquire, the more they want their man to be better than them. So as a woman achieves more education, more income, more status, the man needs to be significantly better than her, about
Yes.
50% more. So what I'm trying to explain here is that when women earn more than men, the likelihood of the relationship deteriorating goes up because women don't know how to behave when they're in a leadership role with a man. Because what ends up happening, because you guys are saying, the guy gets, he just gets like super self-conscious, whatever. No, women become raging when they're in a leadership role in a relationship. That's the truth. You guys start bossing them around, you start talking to them crazy, you start being disrespectful. That's how women behave when they feel like they're the leaders. So the reason why the guy needs to be in a leadership role is because we know how to act when we're in the powership role, because men have to earn their value. Women don't. So when we're in a position where we're like, okay, we're the leader, we're the protector, we're the provider, it falls upon us naturally, and then you naturally submit, you feel more feminine, and then you don't become a rage. But when you make the money and you feel like you're better than your guy, you become a rage. I love that she was the fact of Cardi B, who's a naturally masculine woman, who's a stripper, who already has bad habits, and then she goes in and gets with a guy. So guess what? She was already and then she became even more because she made more money than him. And we saw this come out when she started talking shit. Oh, you a bum ass nigga, blah, 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 blah. Women become
how he talks
insufferable.
Yeah,
Women
he
become
started it.
insufferable when they have more status and more money than you. So I tell guys, you need to be better than your girl in every single way just to keep her from being a to you. That's what
But
it
I
is.
feel like women shouldn't.
I don't treat people disrespectful.
No, hold on.
though.
I feel like women and men, I kind of see where you're coming from. Women and men should never disrespect someone. Like when you start getting vulgar and like.
Yeah, but see,
screaming-
this is you keep using should and could and would. I'm going, and you're operating from an ideal. I'm operating from what's real.
What
No,
is?
I'm
When
operating from
women
who I
are in
am.
leadership roles,
I
or
don't
when
disrespect.
they're the breadwinner, they become insufferable. It's just the truth. It is what it is. But when men,
no.
yes, they do.
Respect
Because,
has nothing to do with
because let me explain to you something.
occupation.
When women feel like they're better than you, they start disrespecting you as a man. And when a woman disrespects you, they become very visceral and very rude, and it's very toxic to the relationship. Okay.
Masculine.
Men, on the other hand, and
Masculine.
I'll tell you why. Because
So she
women are
shouldn't
not
be with the
designed.
guy.
Women are not designed to provide resources to a man. They're not designed to provision for a man. Men, on the
Who
other hand,
said-
we are designed to provision for a woman. What do you mean? Who said?
When a woman's provided for, she still takes care of her
Did
man.
God say that shit?
When a woman takes care of her man, he's just lazy. A woman still takes care of
And she's
kids.
gonna let him
a
know
woman
he's lazy,
still
is
cleans
my
the
point.
house. A woman still
Okay,
takes
hold
kids
on,
to
hold
school.
on, hold on. You're missing you're missing the whole point. Yeah, she could take care of the man, but she's gonna be about it. And
When
she's
a-
gonna talk shit to him.
Water,
for it.
water.
That's
When
my
a
point.
man doesn't have any money, he's laying in the bed kicking his feet together at night.
But
while
you
she's at
chose to
work.
be with his
Yo,
man, by the way.
yo, what the fuck are you talking? Look, listen, you're talking past me. I'm telling you that when women make money and they're providing for that bum that you're talking about, yeah, they're gonna have something to say about that. But I'm saying if it was the other way around, the man's providing for the man, the man's providing for the woman, we are not gonna be about it because that's our job.
Yeah.
You're about it because it's not your job, rightfully so. I don't think women should be providing for men, by the way.
shouldn't, they shouldn't.
But what I'm saying is that when a woman is providing for a man, she's gonna remind him that he's a bum every fucking day. That if we're providing for a woman, we're used to that shit. It's what we're designed to do. Okay? That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Well, that woman shouldn't have been with a bum. She picked wrong.
But that,
Fair.
that's the point.
Fair. That's fine. We're not arguing that. I'm just telling you that when a woman isn't the provider, it's a problem. The relationship is on a fucking time clock.
It is.
Now,
There's truth
are there
in
some
it. I
situations
agree, bro.
here
I can agree
where
with
a
that.
girl can go ahead and provide for a guy long term? Sure. But maybe 1 out of 10, bro. 1 out of 10. It's rare. It's
agree.
not a woman's natural proclivity to provide for a man. It just doesn't
I agree.
work.
Also, Cardi B and
We're not
Offset,
TikTok,
that was
we
an
agree.
industry play there. So it's a lot more
I was
nuanced
just
to that
giving
than
an
just.
example.
Terrible example.
Yeah,
In
yes.
reality, most people in this day and age, in this economy,
Economy.
y'all, please get on my. They
you, I
not
love you, I
even.
love
It's
you, I
not
love you, I
even
love
usually
you.
one or the other. Let's be real. It's usually 50-50, and y'all might not. Y'all want to act like it ain't, but it is.
Yeah,
Majority of the
50-50
time.
doesn't
In
work
real
either.
life.
50-50
Yeah.
doesn't work either.
It is
In
hard to
real
maintain a
life.
household nowadays,
Right.
so they do 50-50, but it doesn't work either.
These
50-50.
bitches might be acting like they don't, but they be doing.
Yeah, but that doesn't work
To the
either.
mic, to the mic.
Is what I'm trying to say. And look, remember,
But-
ladies, this all started because we said you guys all raised your hand and said you guys are wife material, and now you guys don't like it when we look at your Instagram. We're saying hell no.
Because you
Because-
can't
We're being
base
nice, by
our
the way. Yeah,
social
we're being
media
nice.
We're being
as
nice.
So
like
y'all
wifey
saying if
material.
a girl posts her body on Instagram she's not wifey material. It doesn't matter about any other quality that she has other than an
personality,
hold on.
the loyal, the trustworthy, like nothing else
You can
matters or
see
what?
cleavage. You can see certain things.
That's the only thing that makes a woman wifey material.
We're not saying all, but in these examples here, it is bad.
They don't.
But don't men like sexual shit?
If you're looking at a girl's Instagram for a wife,
Yeah, but if your
you're
man's
not gonna
in
find
person,
her.
why do you need to show other people online your body? It's kind of weird. Okay.
Don't you get bored?
You're with
It's
your
your
man in person.
body. Like who?
Yeah,
It just depends on how you think about it.
In any case, you know what you are.
Amen.
Okay.
I want her Instagram look damn good.
Look at the conversation.
The whole
you
reason
just
why this
started.
conversation started is because she was licking a watermelon, right, on the thing, right,
Black man
in a
things.
very sexual manner,
my God.
and then as the men were looking at it like in disbelief, like what the fuck, and this girl said she's wife material. The rest of you guys lied to her and confronted her and said, oh no, you're still hot, blah blah blah. And then I pointed that out. I said, this is directly the problem with modern women. You guys
She
fucking
is
lie to each other
hot.
all day. See, there we go. So you can't
Just because she's hot doesn't mean
feel
that she's
good.
good.
I get it.
Didn't you say the looks
Yo,
don't match?
see, look. This is what I'm trying to say. Literally, as I'm explaining it, you guys can't even shut the fuck up. Oh, she looks hot though. She looks hot. Because the female mind, you guys are so stupid that when bad behavior is being presented to you, where it would hurt her ability to find a guy, instead of you guys sitting there saying like, you know what, that's probably a bad idea. Men are gonna wife you up. You guys go ahead and with your monkey brain, stupid female mindset. Oh, no, you look great. You look great. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Didn't you
Keep
say
it
the
in the
only
wrong
thing you care
internet.
about
Yeah,
is looks?
keep
though.
doing it.
Men only
Keep
care
doing
about
it.
looks, right?
I think you
Men
sound
only care about
stupid.
body. Men
I
they
get
don't
your
care about
point,
what's
though.
inside of you, like a heart, like your personality. They don't care about that anyways. So what's the point?
Bro, you're 18. Shut
And
up.
if that's her
I'm
job,
saying,
then
that's how we
he don't have
there
to
when
hustle.
you're 18 doesn't mean shit, bro.
He loves her hustle till
1,000 words.
y'all get mad at each other. Then she's a because
man.
she posts her body on Instagram.
See, this is a problem with y'all, right? You got guys here telling you what constitutes as wife material. Well, who does it? What do you guys you guys think? Oh no, I'm gonna go ahead and interpret what I want to interpret. I don't care what the men think. I think this is wife material, and this is why a lot of y'all are single
Shoulda,
or can't
coulda,
keep a
woulda.
guy around because women, number one, don't know what men
can't
want, and then
keep
number
me.
two, don't give a fuck what men want, and then number three, they think they know what men want, which is hilarious to me because it's like, and then
Hold
you
on.
guys wonder why men don't wife y'all
You
up.
want the truth? The top percent of men are having the most fun nowadays because they know y'all niggas are trying to get wiped up, but it never work. So they can play with you guys, have fun, and then dip. It's the truth.
And
So-
women are evolving, so now they're doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's an L though.
think
but it's
it's
L though.
just-
It doesn't work that way.
I
That's
think
an L.
it's just a bad
It is.
generation.
Evolving, a woman trying to be a man, you're always going to lose because as you get older, as you have more sexual partners, guess what? Your value goes down.
Yeah.
Well,
As
now
if
men
we
are
do
like
that,
girls.
our value goes up. As we age and we acquire more resources and more education, our value goes up. We're able to go ahead and get younger and more attractive women. As you guys age, your ability to find a higher status guy goes fucking down. Because higher status men that got money and status want younger, hotter girls. And we don't give a fuck about education or money. So you guys are pigeon-toed to your standards that are high, and it only goes up as you get older and you make more money. Meanwhile, us, we could keep dating down. We have no problem with it. But it's fine. Go ahead, let's lie to yourselves and say what you're going to say.
In conclusion, I feel like there's someone for everyone, and that's what matters. at the
Bro,
end.
that's a lie. There isn't someone for everyone. By your own definition of what you want. You want a top 1% guy. Yet you are not willing to do what a top 1% guy wants.
How do you
think
know
about
that?
it.
How do
You
you
said
know
you said that you were proposed to 3 times, right?
Do you even know her type?
You
What if
just
her
said-
type is not what you're
Stop.
talking
Be quiet.
about?
Didn't you just say you
Yes,
got
sir, yes,
proposed to
sir.
3 times?
You better.
Why
than me,
did you turn
baby.
those guys down?
Because at the time that we were in the relationship, they didn't have my same mindset. They didn't, for example, they weren't ambitious like me. Their way of speaking, their mindset, things like that. Like I still have them as friends. No bad blood, you know, but it wasn't the ideal fit.
Yeah. So that kind of proves my point. Your standards are too goddamn high because you got turned 3 guys down that wanted to marry you because you want better. You think you could do better. I'm here to tell you can't.
What?
That's not true.
Because if you could have, you would have had it by now. Because let me tell you this.
How do you know I'm not talking to someone right now?
Maybe
And who are you to say that?
You who am I to say that?
Yeah.
She's getting older.
That
Her
doesn't have.
value's
And
going
aren't
down.
you getting older?
My value
That has nothing
We're not the
to do-
same. We're not the same.
All right, men and women are not the same.
Men and women could both age like fine
When you get
wine.
the
There
younger
are
women,
people
they don't
who
want
meet
you.
their soulmates
Yeah.
in their
Reproduction,
30s,
kids,
40s.
kids, reproduction.
She is a
Not
lawyer.
the same.
Bro, she's a lawyer, bro.
Arguments.
Bro,
The
she-
strong suit.
I had 2 kids and I went right back down.
All right, so ladies,
I'm
do you
tired
actually
of
hold on?
actually.
Do you guys actually
There are
think?
celebrities who can find their soulmates at any
Celebrities?
age. At any age.
Are you a celebrity?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
You see
Is
it on
anybody
TV.
here a celebrity?
You could see it
That's
at
what I
any
thought, niggas.
time.
Friends with celebrities. So
Okay, so ladies, are you guys actually saying here that as a woman ages, she increases her sexual market value?
No.
Are you guys trying to make that argument right now?
Nowadays,
You
it's
said that,
possible.
and
Come on.
Listen, it depends.
Speak
what we're-
up.
Okay.
Speak up.
Come on,
there are several factors that go into play, but it really depends what that person is looking for, where she's in her life. Does she want kids? Maybe she doesn't want kids as she gets older. It really just depends what she's looking for in general. So someone could age like fine wine. Maybe when she was younger. Yes, most people do. Most people do.
Shoulda.
No.
Most people
do.
As people age, we become smarter. We learn based on past mistakes, past errors. Every relationship, you learn from something.
Hopefully.
And maybe by the time she's 35 or 40, maybe that's when she say, this is exactly what I want. And maybe she will find someone at that point.
Look at J-Lo. She's tried multiple marriages.
J-Lo looks
has a fucking handful of rings.
Yeah, but J-Lo's crazy.
All right, let me ask this question then. You're 29 right now, right? Do you think you're going to be more attractive now or at 35 years old?
She could get hotter.
Let's talk. To men, not to yourself, not to the girls here, to men.
I know. Let me answer this. So honestly, with my schedule and like my routine to myself and like my healthy ways and like the approach of like stem cells and all of that, I think I will look more better.
You know what's interesting? You mentioned healthy lifestyle, gym, and stem cells. What are these things put in place for? What is their intention?
Honestly, because I want to just become better and better and better and better.
No. Explain being better how. When you're talking about health and stem cells, what is that designed to do?
To look healthy.
Okay.
And to look
What
natural.
makes you look healthier?
That's a broad answer. Healthy.
You triggered my trap card.
My point is this. Everything when it comes to women's beauty is to do what? Create the illusion of rolling back the clock. So in other words, a woman's total utility, majority utility is her beauty. What is that beauty tied to? Her fucking age. There's a reason why it's called Forever 21, not Forever 31. Now, women don't like this truth.
Look at
but
Sofia.
The reality
look at Sofia Vergara. She's like almost 50, and she looks like she's
not
30.
you. That's not you. The point is, you just proved my point even further. She's 50, but she looks. That's my fucking point. Looking young is the majority of a woman's beauty. This is why makeup and everything else, surgery, is to do what? Pull the skin back, make you look younger. Why? Because a woman's beauty, her sexual market value is heavily tied to her age.
It's not.
Okay.
I mean, I'm 29, but I look like I'm 25, 26.
Now, with that said, women will sit there and try to cope and say, "Oh yeah, I'm aging and I'm getting better with time." But guess what? As time goes on, you still try to find other ways to pull back the clock to make yourself look younger. So my point stands. A woman's beauty is heavily dependent upon her age. Men, on the other hand, as we get grays, as we increase our status, as we make more money, we become more attractive. As these things happen to you, your value goes down. Sorry, it is what it is. Men don't give a fuck
You're gonna see
about your
me
income or
in
your
5
status.
years from now. You're gonna be like, "Damn, she was right."
Also, you know what? I can't wait to see that. But if God won't see you,
this is what I mean when I say
don't
women
either.
are fucking delusional.